Roderick here, National Tile Contractors Association. Today I want to talk to you about the tools of the trade. So I'm going to start off and I'm going to talk about some of the basic tools we need. I'm going to move along and get into some of the more advanced tools. You know, one thing that we need to think about right out of the gate and every day is we need to think about safety. We want to make sure that we got safety glasses to protect our eyes. We want to make sure that we got cut resistant gloves. That tile can get very sharp when we break it or we score and snap it. We want to make sure that we've got hearing protection whenever we're running those power tools. And then there's also some basic tools like a margin trowel, probably 1,000 different uses for this. You can mix with it, you can clean with it. It's a great tool to have when you're grouting. Of course, a sponge, hammer, everybody needs a hammer. And then I've got a variety of trowels here that could be used in a bunch of different situations. Now, as we're going along, pretty soon we're going to need a mixer. We want to get the right type of mixer, and we want a mixer that is a variable speed mixer that has different settings where you can mix different products like SLU or thin set. Some products need high RPMs, some products need low RPMs. We want to protect our knees. We want to invest in a great set of knee pads. That's going to keep us in the industry a long time, keep our knees in good shape. Let's move over here to some more advanced tools. We've got some score and snap cutters. Right here's an excellent example of one. We've got some more advanced systems for grouting with sponges and trays that we can use rather than just using a hand sponge. And of course, when we're doing layout, we got to have the right stuff. We need a laser square or maybe a framing square for small areas. Always want to have a great set of levels like I've got here, or use laser levels. Also have this tool here, I want everyone to be aware of this. You know, we've got standards for how flat a surface should be before we put tile on it. Most of the time when we show up on a job, it's not flat enough. We're gonna have to do some work. And we can do that with this tool right here. It's a SLU kit, self-leveling unit kit. We can mix self-leveling, spread self-leveling, get that surface the way it needs to be before we start tiling. If you're not aware of the silica dust rules, we found out that silica dust really poses a risk to us. When we breathe it, it can create scar tissue and damage our lungs. We want to stay safe, and the way to do that is to have a good vacuum that we can use while we're mixing. If we're doing any grinding, we need a HEPA vac. And OSHA got involved with this, and there's actually fines being handed out. So we not only want to protect ourselves and our guys, but we want to protect our pocketbooks. So make sure and get one of these HEPA vacs. They'll really help you out. We've got some other tools here. Of course, every tile guy needs a wet saw. Got another cutter here, but this one tool right here, this big frame, it's an important part of installing gauge porcelain tile panels. I don't know if you guys are familiar with these panels, but they're 1 meter by 3 meter, gigantic panels, and the standards say you need to have the right training and you need to have the right tools. And when it says tools, it says a frame with suction cups, just like what we see here. Now I'm going to get to what I think is the most important tool that every tile guy should have. Every tile guy should have the industry guidelines and standards. The reference material found in the TCA Handbook, Tile Council North America, and also in ANSI, American National Standards Institute. These are our guidelines and our standards for the industry. This is the #1 tool for a tile guy. Also, another great tool is our reference manual, the National Tile Contractors Association Reference Manual. It's set up in a problem, cause, cure format. So if you have a problem and you want to find out what caused it, you can find the problem. It'll give a list of possible causes and ways to cure that problem. So these are all great tools. We're only as good as the tools that we use, but I feel like the #1 tool is having these standards, having these guidelines. Take this information, put it in here, and that's the best tool you can have. Till next time, stay safe, and we'll see you on the road.